Hello! The aim of this video, which is part of our project ICLUEx, is to help you make good and effective presentations. Delivering a presentation is not an easy thing to do. However, with practice, it may even become enjoyable. Being able to express yourself clearly and convincingly is a skill needed in all kinds of situations. This is why gaining practice at university is so important and will also help you prepare for the workplace. Presentations are commonly used as part of the oral work you carry out in your content subjects at university. And of course, you need to present your dissertation at the end of your degree. When delivering presentations, we are often so focused on the content that we pay little attention to our audience and what they need. When planning your presentation, you should always keep in mind this question: what is the key message or 3 key points for my audience to take away? The first thing you need to know is, what is a presentation? At the university, a presentation is a channel to share with others what you have learned. It is also a chance to challenge and expand on your understanding of the topic by having others ask questions. To be effective, you should carefully consider step-by-step preparation, method, language, and means of presenting the information. The language used in presentations is known as Signpost language. It consists of the words and phrases that people use to tell the listener what has just happened and what is going to happen next, guiding them through the presentation. A good presenter will usually employ a lot of Signpost language, so it is a good idea to learn a few of the common phrases. Signpost language is quite conventional, so it is relatively easy to understand. When delivering your presentation, you will need to learn different phrases of each of these functions, expressing purpose and showing the structure in the introduction, using transitions between sections, referring to visual aids, and concluding. Here are some examples of Signpost language, according to their purpose. First, we will check the language for introduction. The introduction is a crucial part of any presentation. There are many functions which you need to achieve, such as greeting the audience with expressions like good morning or good afternoon, expressing the purpose with phrases such as my purpose, my objective, or my aim today is to. What I want to do this morning, afternoon, today is. Given this structure, this talk is divided into 4 main parts. To start with, first I'd like to look at. Finally, I will deal with. Given the timing, for instance, my presentation, talk, lecture will take or last about 20 minutes. And handling questions. At the end of my talk, I will be happy to answer any questions you may have. Visual aids. A visual aid is anything which your audience can see and which helps them to follow your spoken presentation. They can help to keep your audience attention and interest. There are many types of information which can be presented using visual aids. These include graphs, tables, bar charts, diagrams, photographs, or animations. The language used to referring to visuals can be, as you can see here. If we look at this slide, if you look at the screen, you'll see this table, diagram, chart, or slide shows. On the right or on the left, you can see. The language used to referring to visuals can also be, as you can see here. If we look at this slide, if you look at the screen, you will see this table shows. I'd like you to look at this. Let me show you. Let's have a look at. On the right, you can see transitions. A vital part of any presentation is transitioning or moving on to a new section, because it is crucial to indicate when one section ends and another begins. To help with this, we can give cues to signal the end of a section, such as let's now move on to, let's now turn to, I now want to go on to. This leads or brings me to my next point, which is I'd now like to move on to or turn to. So far we have looked at now I would like to. There are some other phrases which are useful in a presentation. This can include giving examples. Let me give you an example. And summarizing a point or section. What I'm trying to say is concluding. The conclusion, like the introduction, has several functions that you need to achieve. Summing up, to summarize, to recap, concluding. I'd like to finish by emphasizing, closing. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your time. And questions. If you have any questions or comments, I'll be happy to answer them now. There are some tips you should remember when giving a presentation. It would be a good idea to introduce yourself at the beginning, establishing the topics clearly. Do not forget to provide an overview and explain the format of your presentation. If you want your audience to understand your message, your language must be simple and clear. And remember, you need to make use of Signpost language. Finally, it is important to rehearse your presentation frequently. Even native speakers practice their important speeches. One tip is to give your speech in front of a mirror, so you can practice making gestures at the right time. We hope that you have found this video useful. Thanks for watching, and remember, you can check our channel for more information.